What if you wanted to continue the story? But I said, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, you know what, I'm done. We're exiting the game now, actually. We're going to be trying out a little bit of the puzzle mode. Did say I wanted to get through this campaign, so let's go through some of it. For reference, there are 42 puzzles in total, and this one it's too easy. Why don't we get something a little more challenging? I mean, you don't even need to use Reflector to complete this one, but you get more points. So why wouldn't you go with the Reflector? There is a good reason for doing this puzzle mode, aside from the fact that it is considered a proper campaign like the adventure mode. If you notice, for every chain of spheres you clear out, you'll get 3 ant coins. Okay, can we get something actually hard this time? Alright, this is upping up the difficulty a little bit, but it's still too easy. But yeah, go through like the first 10 stages repeatedly if you really need the coins. I'm probably gonna have to do that off screen just so I can get all the proper upgrades before the end of the game, considering I do want to get all the cosmetic items now. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I will be talking about all these mysterious stages that we have yet to see, but once we actually get to them in the adventure mode campaign. As for now, nothing. Yeah, so far, there's not much to the puzzle mode campaign, but there are some tricky puzzles later on. Oh shoot. Looked away for a second for some reason. Alright. Oh, that did not go according to plan. Well. Yeah. If there's anywhere where you will expect to see me fail, it will definitely be in the puzzle mode, as in comparison to the adventure mode. Alright, let's try this again. I wanted to flash my skills, but it won't work. Yay, did it. Here it gets a little bit intimidating, but it's not that bad. And we'll leave off at stage 10 So after this, we will be going back to the real campaign. Do I want to use that now? And then, simple as that. And now we shall return to the story.
Even the great sun god Ra finds himself in need when targeted by Set and his minions of chaos. Let not the light of the sun fade forever from the land.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to have to save the chief god so soon, but whatever. New stage, the Temple of Ra. If you've played Luxor 2, this stage will look very familiar. And I would say that Luxor 2's take on this was better. I mean, they were about similar. Like, the stage is probably easier of the two, actually. But I just think Scarab at Dawn just looks a lot prettier. This glass aesthetic actually looks pretty good. A lot of people say that Scarab at Dawn and, well, presumably this stage 2, which is what I'm bringing up, is really hard, but honestly, I honestly don't have much trouble with either of these stages. Got ourselves a pretty easy set here. Let's take care of it quickly. Oh. Wow, this is not going according to plan at all. Alrighty. That is the Temple of Ra cleared. Oh, catch. This one's a bit similar to that one puzzle we did. Although I think there was one extra sphere if I recall. Well, either way, we have completed. Another new stage, Scribblings of the Scribe. definitely, really like this stage. Like, not so much to play. Like, in terms of the gameplay, it's still good, but I don't know, I really like the design of it. Although I do think, although I would say that its counterpart, you could call it, from Luxor 2 was kind of better. Well, this one definitely looks a lot prettier. But I think Luxor 2 nailed the aesthetic, and I forget what it was called for some reason. But I know it had to do with the scribes. If you get lucky, you can get an extra thing in with your lightning bolt. Finally, about time we get some colors I actually need. Whoa, I didn't even realize there was a white one there. That takes care of that. We got another crossing the Nile. This time, it's Ra who crosses the aisle. Gonna wait this one out. Yep. Line up my shot and boom. That takes care of that. Straight from Ra's crossing to Ra's defense. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know why I care at all about the story of little puzzle game, but I think I'm not sure why I'm not sure why like 10 gods or so are having this much trouble against one guy. I mean, if he's desperately in need of power, like I don't think it's mentioned it before, but later on it will mention that. He's like desperately in need of power. Which would at least seem to imply that he's kind of weak, like in his current state. But, hey. You know what? I'm willing to accept the world where the gods are completely incompetent against this one other one. If it means that we can have this game existing. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Oh, that one good. Just hoping for reverse, but I think now would be the time to get one of those. Well, oh well. Well, that's not the one I wanted. Oh well. Nice. If you're wondering why I do that, it's just out of habit. If you're wondering why I keep shaking the shooter around every time it's over, every time I play stage. Alright, Vine of Life. This one is a lot harder than it looks. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Ooh. That's pretty good. Can we get a third? Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I shouldn't get so cocky. Yeah, this is usually what happens. Yeah, you will definitely get stuck in this particular cycle a lot. Where, you bungle up one little thing and then you end up letting the excess wave come in, and it's pretty much just the entire gameplay loop until you manage to defeat it if you've got what it takes. I'll at least grab you while I can. In case things get nasty, which they shouldn't. Oh man, there's a golden scarab up there. Oh well. At least I got one extra coin. Sobek's wading pool. I have no idea who would wade in a pool full of alligators. Well, I guess the better thing to say would be I don't know why anyone would want to do that. This one's a lot like Vine of Life in that, if you're not careful, you're not going to be in immediate danger, but you're going to really be kept up on your toes. Scorpion. Didn't quite wipe him out, but we're about to accommodate. Or at least try to. Sure would be nice if I could get a... There we go. What I was thinking of that. No, no. Alright, Scorpion, yes. Exactly what I wanted. Whoops. Oh man. Could have saved a couple seconds if I just let that be. Well, either way, still got some good loot.
Seer of the light.
Ooh, nice. I have enough for a new shooter. And now we have the return of Geb the Grower. A much appreciated improvement over Luxor 2. The worlds are actually varied this time. It's not just gonna be, oh look, it's the same stages on repeat from the first 3 worlds with occasionally a new stage to play. Like, it's constantly shifting between stages, old and new. Like, there will come a point where, like, there's only, like, a couple stages left and, we're gonna get new stages sparingly. But as far as the classic mode stages goes, there's never any, like, overuse of stages. Like, you'd think Geb the Grower would get used, like, way too much, but if I recall correctly, we're only gonna see it one more time after this. Well, not counting puzzle mode. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. now it's time for the final stage.
Guardian of Ra.
240 is the time limit, and now this is where it really starts to become an endurance test. Because from this point on, maybe not this particular stage, but all the ones that we're gonna be facing in the future, there's gonna the time's gonna feel like it's taking forever to reach 0. My only advice for this, and this is very easy to forget. I mean, I myself don't follow this advice, and it's very important. Don't get cocky. Like, don't try to don't try to think that the timer's non-existent, because if you get into a situation like this could potentially turn out to be, you're gonna notice that the best course of action is to stall out time, and if you're not able to stall out the time, then well, too bad for you. You have to redo the entirety of the survival level. When it comes down to the last couple of them, it can be a real pain to have to redo all those. There's another colored shirt, not that I needed it. Now would have been nice. All right. And there we have it. And now, as per usual, we have our bonus stage. There we go. Now that is a very good bonus round. And with the amount of money we've got, let's see what we can get. Might as well upgrade Stomp now. I guess we'll upgrade Speed Shot as well. And now get Lightning Bolt up to speed. Don't care about you. Why don't we get some sci-fi? Very strange looking shooter, but and it's not really gonna help us at all, but let's just see what we can do. And lastly, let's let's just upgrade slow, because we can actually get that to maximum power. And with that, we shall return in the next episode, and we shall see who we have to help out in this dire time. Well, see you then.